What's up, y'all? It's your girl saying we are back with part 2 of Black Liberals versus Black Conservatives on Jubilee. So let's go ahead, get into it, and finish it up. And to start off, it says the Black community should accept LGBTQ plus rights. As a Christian, well, I'm going to see what they say first.
Should accept LGBTQ plus rights.
I am not only a philosophical conservative.
Yeah, Kevin might be a liberal. I think that was his name. He might be a liberal. He's like, he plays both sides. And you know what? He's young, so I get it. I know when I was young, I played both sides a lot. And it was mostly because I played the liberal side way more than the conservative side. It didn't matter if I believed certain things on a conservative level. Didn't really say that out loud or to certain people because I knew. I was just like, oh, I'm about to be ostracized for saying this. Because I had my family and friends are pretty much like liberals. And it was just like, yeah, there's certain things I just can't say. So I played that fence too. So it's all right. He young.
But I'm also a religious conservative. And I believe that God made everyone in his image. And I also believe that we as Christians aren't people to judge. And so who are we, or who is anyone, to deny someone their rights as a person based off of what their sexual orientation is, or how they identify, or the lifestyle that they choose to live?
You know, I'm a part of the LGBT community.
Yeah, Kevin, bruh, you might be a progressive Christian. You might be a progressive Christian, and we're going to go ahead and call you a progressive conservative, too, while we're at it.
I'm transgender, so I was born female, now I present male, and male. Yeah, it was an interesting road, even getting my family to understand, you know, who I was at times. So I think it was like they didn't want me, for lack of better terms, to have another cross to bear, which was what they felt like it was another burden or a condition that would make me less than. But really, intrinsically, like, we're all worthy.
Him saying that reminded me, there's an episode from Master of None where the black woman that plays on there is gay. And there's an episode where I think Angela Bassett played her mom. There's an episode where it shows how she became gay and what, like, she's gay in real life, but her character's also gay. So it gets to a point in the episode where she sits her mom down at a diner to kind of tell her, like, hey, I'm gay and whatnot. And the reason the mom was upset, she was just like, I don't understand why you would want to do this. Like you already black and you're a black female, and now you want to be a gay black female. You just keep making everything harder for yourself. So that is like the narrative that one of the narratives that's pushed about gay people in the black community. It's like, you're just making it harder on yourself. Why do you want to keep doing this? Now, once again, this is from 2 years ago. If you want to look at how gays and trans are accepted today in 2023, this is, well, I'm sorry, 3 years ago. We're at the beginning of the year. But you want to see how all they just get like passes for everything. Like, they could really just do whatever they want at this point. You get mad at them, you get canceled. You get canceled. They have all the freedom in the world right now, so it really ain't that hard. It ain't really that hard out here for y'all.
Okay, human rights is one thing. Sexual rights is a whole nother thing. The majority of the black community are religious. When it goes against their beliefs, yeah, no, it shouldn't happen. And gluttony is part of the human race. People glutton too much. And the LGBTXYZ, whatever, they're gluttoned.
All right, now my viewpoint on the thing about LGBT rights, what are we talking about exactly? I want to be very specific with this particular thing, because when I hear that, I'm thinking about Dwayne Wade's son. He's 12 years old. Do you think a 12-year-old boy should be able to call himself transgender? Is that what we're going to do? Do we think that we should have 4- and 5-year-old children on puberty blockers, hormone blockers, because they think at that age they're transgender? You can't even get a tattoo under the age of 18. You can't smoke cigarettes. You can't drink beer.
Well, The tattoo thing, depending where you live and depending on the shop, with written consent from a parent, you can get it at 16. I wouldn't let my kids do it, but I'm just putting that little correction thingy out there.
Somebody wants to be gay, trans, whatever, as an adult, that's fine. My uncle, my favorite uncle, died of AIDS, was gay. That was my dog, 100%. If you gay, that's your business. I don't care. That's you. That's not me. That's you. When we're talking about LGBT rights, what do we mean?
I mean, I think it's the right to exist. Dwayne Wade's daughter
They already have a right to
knows
exist.
exactly who she is. And
12.
And she doesn't.
right, and there's definitely research that says that, you know, any
I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't think that child knows. I think they were instead of just saying like, "Yo, you're a boy." I think they was pushed into that. Cause now it's to the point where I know this is like old. His son, which is his daughter now, like because they're going through the legal name change, it really looked like a girl now. Well, y'all know what I mean. And then they had his son online, like, oh, he's with his boyfriend, and there was pictures of them kissing online, and people were celebrating it. And I'm like, yo, I understand kids date and then like the high school years and whatnot. This is a very weird thing to do a photo shoot of these kids like kissing, and we're publicizing it though. I thought that was kind of weird. That's like you want to just grab a candid photo of them kissing for the family and stuff, but why was that publicized to like everybody to kind of make a point? I thought that was just kind of
anybody under 25 years old that your brain is not fully formed.
Thing is, I knew when I was small, right? As soon as I could talk, I was pretty much telling my parents, like, these were the things that I was feeling and what I knew about myself. You know, when you start to self-actualize, you start that at that age. You start at the early ages. So if you look at, like, psychosomatics of children, they start to voice and self-actualize in toddler stages. We're just saying, opening it up. If they're voicing themselves, okay.
No.
You're voicing yourself, and as a parent, I just give you a platform to flourish and bloom as you do. And then when you're an adult, if that's the decision the parent wants to make, you can do what you want, sure. That's the decision my parents said.
Did you kind of say what he said?
So you kind of like on the same page with me. Like
This is what my parents did. You do what you want when you're out of the house. But the thing is, if my parents had the resources and the education that they do now, they would have probably allowed me to they would have offered me a decision that would have helped me,
That's wild.
you know, live my life.
But you can't say that.
That's wild, especially with all the stuff we know now. We know way more now than we did 3 years ago. They really want to mutilate children's bodies and stuff. You can't go back and fix that once that's done. Look, you an adult, you want to chop your body up just like women be doing when they want to like bigger breasts, bigger butts, all that. Do you as an adult, but as a kid, no. No, we're not about to be out here normalizing mutilating children's bodies. That's crazy.
Because it didn't happen.
It didn't, but it can now. Because we have
There's a
those resources
possibility?
now. We have those resources now.
No, and there's also no long-term studies to show how safe and effective any of this stuff is.
You
There
think they
would have
would?
been, yeah. If they had the resources that they have now, definitely. All you gotta do is listen. You're just listening.
I have felt excluded from the black community.
Yeah. Go ahead and walk forward. Go ahead and walk forward.
Probably the first aspect of being excluded from the black community is by the way I talk. So I was adopted to a Caucasian family. I was raised around in a completely different culture than what most African American people are raised in or around. Where the black community is saying, look, you don't believe like us, you don't think like us, you don't vote like us, and so you're not one of us.
I felt excluded as well, you know, with the queerness, transness, you know, when people get to know me and learn that, then they're just like, I can't be doing all that gay shit, blah, blah. Like, you hear a lot of different stuff, you know. Being anything doesn't make you any less black.
Just by being conservative, friends that I had
excluded.
coming up in the black community, people that I known from just being out and around in Virginia, some of them kind of turn their back on you, or you want to support Trump, you hate black folks, all this, that, and the third. Now I feel like some of that's kind of going away because a person like me being a black Trump supporter is less of a novelty at this particular point. Now it's kind of like a normal thing. But we're not all the same. We know we're not a monolith. Everybody have their own, we are our own people.
We're a diverse group of people. I mean, and I play hockey. So a lot of people are like, man, black people don't do that, man.
We do
Come on,
everything.
man. Black people don't do that. I'm like, hey, man, black people.
One of the top hockey stars is PK. I'm having a brain fart. What's his last name? Either way, one of the top hockey stars is black.
No, we can't do, man. We do it all.
We do everything.
I've never been outside of or excluded from my race. I'm cool with everybody in my race, and I'm cool with everybody in other races. I ran for political office.
I'm pretty sure some have excluded you because you're in full Trump gear. You can't sit here and tell me in full Trump gear you haven't been excluded from any black person, because there's many of black people that would see you dressed like this and call you a coon. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Trust me.
Member of Park Mesa Heights Neighborhood Council.
Did you win?
I did.
Good.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I represented Hyatt Park.
I wanted to say something. Even though I have felt excluded before, black people in my life have been the most welcoming, loving, giving people that I witnessed, you know, regardless of, you know, my background as well. So there's been two ends of the spectrum for sure.
The reason why I came here all the way from Pennsylvania to do this is to show the world that all of us, regardless of our skin color or the way we think politically, we are so diverse. We're so diverse. Just because I identify as a conservative doesn't mean I'm agree with you or agree with you. Just because you identify as a liberal doesn't mean you're going to disagree with me on everything. We found ourselves agreeing with a lot today.
Common ground is our
It's called middle ground.
right, middle ground. Yeah, but
That's it for today.
I don't know, bro.
Nice
You're
meeting you
pretty
all.
progressive.
God bless you all.
Let's do a hand for this amazing crew here that puts in all this work, you know?
All right, that's about it. If you watch both parts, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. As usual, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss or drop a video. Check the community tabs from time to time to stay updated. And as usual, I also live stream every Monday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. So come through, come hang out. We have a lot of fun over there. I always unlist my lives just because they get demonetized and stuff and all these other things. But usually sometimes I'll leave them up. So this past Tuesday, yesterday, I had a kid on who was an ex-member from the Church of God Restoration. He was explaining how they were a cult, how he got away from them and all that. That live is still up if you guys want to check it out. So there's times where I'll leave certain things up depending what we're talking about that day. But hit the community tabs, because even when I say we're live, even though it's unlisted, you can find a lot of that stuff in my community tabs if you want to watch some old lives. But until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.